Oh, we are. I just drank some water, and it made my abdomen cold. Abdomen, schmabdomen. Abnormal abdomen.
Abnormal.
That's me. I'm an abnormal fuck.
Tongue in the lips. What's the thing?
Oh, he's like the tip of the tongue and the lips on the cock, and the cock in my eye. On my ass! Yeah! Uh-oh. We're about to have a cat fight in the studio, everybody. Hold tight.
Woo, Grandma!
Hello, everybody. We're doing a night episode, but you probably don't even realize it. And we're doing it early because I'm going out of town, which it won't matter to you because you'll be listening at your normal time.
Hell yeah.
At your normal time at 7 o'clock in the morning.
This is Yelling Grandma episode 16. Grandma!
I actually always forget what number it is every day.
I remember as I say it. And I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think of every
two,
title we have.
three.
A flute suck and
Muzzle and squirrels.
Muzzle Kid, squirrels.
I remember squirrels.
Swanton soup.
Squirrels was last week.
There's
idiot.
some good ones out there, you know.
There's some good ones.
Just made a TikTok. Maybe that'll bring some.
Even though it's
crazy,
canceled in the U.S.,
yeah,
so
it'll
slowly just.
Yeah, I'll make it as it gets deactivated from everywhere.
Well, basically, what I heard was it's not going to release updates, so then it will slowly just not work on your phone anymore. Apparently.
I've heard that, and I just, I'm like, I don't know, man. I have like a conspiracy theory in my head that Trump, like bought a bunch of stocks and then said that he hates TikTok, and so that all his haters will be like, I'm supporting TikTok, and then he's like, I got stocks in it or something. I don't know. I think of some crazy.
I feel like he could do that, but then it's like the other way and be like, I love TikTok, and then all his like supporters would be like, cool. But there's probably more of his.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Feng shui. He really sways.
I don't know.
He sways the world.
Feng shui. Feng shui.
Feng shui.
Feng shui is different. Feng shui is like, isn't that like stuff in a room? How it's the feng shui of a room? Like,
I think so.
If you put this chair in the corner, the feng shui of the room. Isn't that what I'm talking? I don't know. Hey Travis, look it up for us.
Oh, I'm busy over here. He's got throwing files. And...
I can't look it up.
He's being attacked. So, I got a COVID test, everybody, because I'm going on a trip. And, so, like, my girlfriend both had to get one, because we're going to a state that requires, well, basically what they require is you fill out paperwork that says you got one. But it also says, like, where you're staying could possibly ask you for proof that you got one. So, safest thing is to get one. So she called their doctor and was like, hey, can I have one ordered? And they were like, sure. And then I called my doctor's office and they were like, yeah, we don't do that here, but there's like other places you can go. And then she named off some like urgent cares. And I was just confused. It felt like she was trying to rush me off the phone. Like, yeah, we don't do that. She was talking really fast. And then I was just like, all right, I'll just.
If you have it, we really don't want you in here.
Yeah, well, she said they only do it if you have symptoms. And I was like, okay, well, I'm doing it for like traveling. And they're like, yeah, we don't do that here. You have to go somewhere. And I was like, okay, all right. And then so we looked up. Well, Jen looked up and she was like, oh, the urgent care like down the street does it. I was like, okay, cool. So I went there on Wednesday. Well, when you're listening to this, I went there last Wednesday. Unless you're listening to this in 2 months. So 2 months ago on a Wednesday, I went to get a COVID test. I walk in there and there's just the parking lot has kind of a lot of cars, but like I don't know, it wasn't that bad. And then there's just one girl just sitting in there, and I was like, huh, sweet. I mean, I should be in and out then, right? You'd think. So I fill out thing, and they're like, have you been here before? No. They take my ID and insurance card, and then they have that for a while, and I'm just sitting there waiting. And as I'm waiting, like another guy comes in, and they always ask, oh, are you in here for COVID related? Are you
allowed to be in here?
They're on the phone with ICE. Are you a citizen? Yeah. No, they ask if you are in there for COVID related symptoms or like COVID related like things. So do you have symptoms or have you come in contact with someone?
Is it so? And then they point to this crazy tent and people are in like suits
and
they're like, walk this way.
So the one guy, this black dude walks in. And he was like, nah. And he like, whatever, sat down. And then this one guy comes in, but like he doesn't. I don't remember. He like came in and then like he like filled out paperwork, sat down, but then he left like right after he did that, and I was like confused. I was like, okay, that's strange. So and then another dude, it's weird. And then some other guy comes in and he's in it. So there's 4 of us, and there's a sign in there that says 4 people, like only 4 people allowed in the lobby at a time. So I was like, okay, we're at the limit. But I was the second one in there, so I'm number 2, bitch.
Yep.
So I'm in there, and then they're like, okay. Then I hear them like talking in the back. Should we call in Patrick now? Okay, yeah. And they're like, we're gonna call him in. I'm like, what? And then so I'm like, okay, maybe someone in the lobby's name is Patrick. And they get on the phone. Okay, we're ready for you. So then this lady comes in. This lady, so the guy that was in there before that like came in, filled up paperwork and left. He came in with a kid and a mom, the kid's mom, and like the kid.
Do we know their names? Do we want to
Patrick,
tell their names?
I think, is
need
the guy's name.
Do we have their full names and addresses?
I don't have that information. The doctor has that information, possibly.
Okay.
Probably. And then
we can get out of them. All right.
Yeah, and she seemed like like when like it's always like white women. I feel like and she was like kind of trashy. This I don't know. She just fit. Like this description. Like the guy had to pay money for whatever, and the girl's just, I mean, this just doesn't fucking make any goddamn sense. And then the guy's like, and the guy you can tell is just like, whatever. I'm like, I'm not trying to like deal with it right now. And like he's probably like, I'm not gonna yell at these people because they have they have to like take money from us because our medical system is fucked up. I mean, I'm paraphrasing. He didn't say that, but that's probably what he was thinking. And then she was like, I mean, this is just fucking.
That's good. You can keep
cat
going.
fight.
You can keep going. You're good.
So she's just like, as they're walking across like the lobby, she's just bitch. It's fucking bullshit, and I'm like, oh, here we go. They just like they have to be heard. Like they're like, someone hear me pissed, and then change it for me. But like no one can, like no one gives a shit. Everyone wants you to shut your fucking mouth, because no one wants to hear it. But anyway, they were about to be called into the back, and then some guy walks out and was like, who was like the last person in here? And then like no one said anything. In my head, I'm like, well, I wasn't, so I'm not gonna say anything. And then like they were like, oh, I don't know, is it that guy? And then like, well, we have too many people in here, so somebody has to like leave. And then like that guy like walked out, and like nobody left. And then the family that was there, they went back. So it was back to 4 people, so we're good. And then another family comes in. Yeah. I know it seems like I'm rambling, but I'm trying to set up like how just annoying urgent cares are.
Yeah.
Because then another group of people come in, and I'm just sitting there going, I just need a quick test. I'm just traveling. I feel like I thought for some reason in my head, I'm like, oh, there's a different like avenue where they're like, oh, this guy's doing the quick test. Yeah, just take him to the back, do the little and then get him out.
Yeah.
But that didn't happen.
I've been the only one there before, and it's been like way longer than it should have been.
And then you hear someone in the back, they're like,
I have people hanging out in there, and I'm like, haven't seen anybody go in or out.
Dude, have you been down to the new spot, Johnny? No. What? Urgent care down on 7th. It's sick. We just hang out there.
Yeah.
Dude, what? It's sweet. Let's go. We walk in there and Chris is just in there.
It was all cool when I got in there, but they'll have you wait forever. It's like a process. They do it on purpose. And then you go in, and then all right, they'll be with you in a minute. And I'm like, I was just waiting 45 minutes. I was the only guy out there.
Yeah.
For like 45 minutes. And then they'll have you wait forever. And then the nurse comes in. What's going on? Tell her. She retains none of it or doesn't tell anyone what I tell her. And then the next guy comes in, asks me again, and I'm like, I just told.
Well, yeah, when I came in, they were like, what are you here for? And I go, oh, I just need a COVID test because I'm traveling. And like that's like a thing. They're like, oh, COVID test for travel. Okay.
Yep.
And then she takes my shit like I already told you when I sat down. And then after all those people came in, another family came in with another kid, and this little fucking dumb bitch is like, and they're like, oh, are you here for COVID-related symptoms, or you've been in contact with someone? And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, get me out of this room now.
Oh,
so just COVID people.
Uh-oh.
Just COVID people are just filing in the room, and I'm fucking just sitting there with my little shitty mask on. We got a cat. Yeah. And with my fucking shitty mask on, I'm like, now I'm gonna get it now. I didn't have it before. I'm gonna get it now. But so they come in, and then she calls me up, and she said, Cory, I go up. She gives me back my ID and my insurance card, and then she asked me again, oh, why are you here? And I was like, or she asked me like, what, are you here for COVID-related reasons? And I go, no, I need a test because I'm traveling. And they're like, oh yeah, okay, we got to make sure they know that. And I was like, hey, I already told you. What are we doing here? But she was really nice, so I'm like, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm gonna go wait in my car. Is it like cool if like you call me? And they're like, yeah, is this the good number? And I was like, yeah. Also, I had Jen come with me because I was like, do you want to go? I was like, I don't know. I'm like, I'm scared. I don't know like what to do.
Were
Like,
you
do we
late
wait
for
in the
work
car?
that day?
No. If I
Okay.
would have went late, I thought it was gonna be quick.
Yeah.
I almost was like, I asked Jen,
Oh,
should
I'll be
I
on the
like,
way to
should
work?
I like make coffee and like shower and do everything and then just like stop by on the way? And then I was like, I'll just go now. Luckily, it was like an hour and a half. I was like dealing with this shit,
Yeah.
but Jen was like waiting in my truck, and then I started feeling bad because I was like, I thought it was gonna be quick. Jen's just sitting out there in the car, and she was like, I don't, it's fine. But after I won't go wait, I literally just get in my truck. I was like, I'm just gonna drive you home. So I drove her back to my
Yep.
house
Yep.
or our house, and then I
Yeesh.
drove back, parked, and I'm just still sitting in my truck for like, because I asked her when I got my ID how long it was gonna be, and she's like probably about 30 minutes, and I was like, 30 more minutes? It
Yeah.
was already like 45. And then so I'm sitting there, but they call me back. But once they called me in,
It was like
and
boom,
went back
gone.
there. I'm back there. I
Yeah.
sit down. The guy, he's like, oh, what, oh, we're gonna take your vitals and everything. And then I told him I was doing it for travel, and he was like, oh, it's only for travel. What am I doing?
Yeah.
What are we doing? I just told everybody, and then he like doesn't know. And so he like after he found that out, he was like, oh, like in his head, he's like, we don't have to do anything. Like he literally goes, checks my heart, has me breathe, checks my
Yeah.
lungs, and then goes, okay, she'll be in here in a minute to do the test. So I'm waiting. A lady comes in, and when she goes, okay, just lean your head back. I lean my head back, and she just goes, and then as shit's going up, I'm like, oh, this isn't bad. This isn't bad. And then it starts going further and further. And then I go,
it's in my eye.
and you
it's behind
immediately
my eye.
go, your face just goes,
Yeah.
and I just went,
You
oh,
can't even
and
stop it.
my eye just starts tearing, and I go,
Yeah.
and then she's just going, twirling it, and I'm just going,
Oh, fuck.
and then she pulls it out. But before she did it, she was like,
Did you rest her tits on your shoulder?
she was
as
like,
did it?
I need to put my tits somewhere, and I went, hey, put them on my
That's the
shoulder.
usual move. I think they try to get kids' numbers.
She wasn't like a babe or anything, so. Anyway, she before she did it, she was like, if I don't get enough on one side, I'm gonna have to do the other side. So after she did the first side, I was like, please God,
Did you get
be
enough?
fine. And she goes, okay, we're good. And I was
She
like,
goes no, and you go, I don't care.
she did both sides, and she goes, I'm gonna have to do your cock now. And I was like,
I have
God
to
damn
do
it.
this.
And then she's like, get an erection. And I was like,
Well, I'm
"You're
already
not,"
there.
I was like, you're not attractive. I'm like, you're not a guy. And she's like, okay.
She's like,
I'm gonna have to do your ass. And I'm like, okay. She puts the swab away. She gets this like big dildo. And I was like, what? And she's like, this is what we gotta use for an ass.
gets out a drill gun.
Yeah, dildo. And I'm
She,
like, thank you.
When she asked, when she tells you, okay, we did both nostrils, now we got to do your cock. She goes, but I've already seen it, so I can't go that far. As we went in your nose. So like,
I've already seen
it's
it.
not gonna
So
be that
I need to
painful.
get our smaller Q-tips, and I'm just
Yeah.
sounds about right.
Cool.
Yeah, but I don't know.
Wild
After, I mean, it
times.
wasn't that. Like some people were like, dude, they're going into your brain, and I'm like,
Yeah.
oh really? And then I did. It's not that bad. I mean, it's not fun. It's not pleasant.
I think if you
Have you had one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've had people before not tell me that it sucks, so that's why people will say that. Because like
Oh, and then you go
I've
there, and then
gone
you're like,
I've gone there. I gotta get a flu test. I'm like, okay. I think they just put their thumb on like the tip of the
Flu
rim of
test?
my ass, and
is
then
that a different thing?
flu. That's the same thing. The flu one.
Oh, they did the same
They
thing. for the
jam it
flu
up
one?
there.
Oh.
Yeah. So like, I did the flu one, and then I didn't expect it
I never had a flu
to
one.
be that far. I don't know why.
Hey, you're
She's
just-
like, she goes,
stop.
she goes, it'll feel like it's something, but it's nothing, and it's over pretty
Just trying
quick.
to distract
I
you.
feel like she put it in there, and then she just let go and went, huh? And this was like, is that alright? I'm like,
just leaving it up there, and you're
just
it has you paralyzed.
move it, and then I like I'm changing stations,
Just erase the memory.
or
Where
it's
am
like, or it's like Homer. Didn't he have a crayon in his nose, and then he took it out,
Oh,
and he was
yeah.
a genius, and
Yeah.
they're like, put it back in, or something.
Yeah, that did happen on the
Something like
Simpsons.
that. I have not seen, honestly, too many Simpsons
Neither
episodes,
have I.
but that's one.
Because I hate.
I think there's
never
one
mind.
where Bart's on a skateboard. That happened once.
Yeah, I think that's like a couple episodes.
Yeah. Yeah, baby.
Dude.
I got a wacky thing.
No.
Okay,
oh yeah,
no,
about
you're good.
I was gonna say because my buddy at work was like,
The nose.
he goes, when I did a COVID test, it was like the fair at the state fairgrounds. So like it was just everyone in their cars, and you pull up in your car, and
Yeah.
they just do it in your car. And the girl was like, "Is your car in park?" And he was like, "Yeah." And she's like, "Are you sure?" And he's like, Yeah.
Yeah.
What the hell? And he's like, oh! And he was like, that's why she asked me if I got yeah. And I was like, so like it is crazy, but it's
Mhm.
not like I don't know. Maybe other people have gotten it worse. But after I had that test and I saw like you see like you watch like Hard Knocks the NFL and they're just like this.
Oh, they're not doing
They're
it.
just
They don't know if they have any cases.
dude,
They don't know if they have one
I saw a
case.
post about the NFL like we tested about 75 million people and we actually have people who
We've
cured
cured.
cancer. So it's kind of crazy what we're doing over here
We've
with
actually-
the NFL.
We've been
And
checking
then
out running
people are
backs.
commenting on it like, man, this is great. Like this is just it. And
fantastic.
I was going, where's the comment where someone's going, they're probably lying.
Yeah.
But no one commented that.
Nobody. I commented
Oh
that
my
and they
God.
deleted my Instagram.
I commented that and they fucking sent agents to my house and had me fucked.
Had me wrecked.
I liked it. I was like this.
Oh, don't let me forget. Got a thing in the mail for you. All right, personal stuff.
Is it for voting?
I don't know.
Because my absentee ballot's supposed to be somewhere.
It might be the thing.
Everyone
Oh
vote.
yeah, Jordan was saying. Some people were saying. I saw like on elsewhere too, but like that. Make sure to like follow the directions, and I was like, I immediately thought of you because I was like, I know he's doing the
I
absentee.
know he's fucking stupid
yeah,
and
he's
can't
dumb
read.
and can't read directions.
I actually
But,
did
like,
see that same thing. Make sure you follow all the directions, and I was like, okay.
I just was like, I feel like people can do it. I don't know what you'd be.
I don't know.
Some people are forgetting that
I did it because it just sounds
you
like
need an
I'll
envelope.
get
You
this
can't just throw it in
thing.
the thing.
You know what I mean? Like I'll get this piece of paper, and
Yeah.
then I'll be like, oh, I like can be in my house and like go and like make sure I'm looking up who all the people are. Cause like, yeah, okay, Trump versus Biden.
Oh, and
What's the next one? And then there's
that's
just so much more, and you're like, I don't know any of
That's
these
what's
people.
nice about the absentee, baby. Yeah.
But then
I
also,
might start doing
and then
that.
I thought of this. Well, I mean, you could just go online and look at all of them, write them all down on a piece of paper, then go vote.
Yeah.
And I was like, if my absentee ballot doesn't like come, then I'm just gonna do that.
Yeah, not a problem.
But like, if you order an absentee ballot, does that automatically disqualify you from voting in person? Because what if I don't get my absentee ballot because they fuck up or something? Can I not vote? I don't know what to do. I don't know.
You can
Whatever.
just go there.
Fuck this country.
Were you playing video games on me? I got a wacky story here. I think you were playing with me.
Do a revert.
We were on Call of Duty or whatever, and at one point I said, "Oh crap! Like the cops are at my door."
Oh yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah.
Oh
so
yeah,
It was that
I do
night.
remember that.
So at first, we're playing Call of Duty. There's a couple games where, and I'm the worst of all my friends, so I'm terrible at Call of Duty, and sometimes I'm all right.
I
But
think
like,
we were playing Fall Guys. I mean, that doesn't really
Okay.
matter, but I think that's what
we
we're
might have
doing.
been playing Fall Guys, but actually, yeah, it might have been a little more happy. But anyways, so you yell a few times playing games. You got your headphones on too, so your voice is like amplified
because you can't hear
because you
yourself.
can't hear yourself, so you're just like screaming, even if you're having the greatest time of your life. And so I just see a light flashing at the front of the house, and I'm thinking that crap, dude, somebody called. I'm yelling at the video game, and somebody thinks I'm like screaming at Jordan or something. I'm like, oh my god, dude, this is gonna be terrible. So, and I have that thought real quick as I just see a light, and then I go up to the door, and actually I went up to the window, and the guy's like, just right there on the window, the cop. I'm like, holy crap, dude, I thought they were about to invade and try to find a
Do you
black
mean
guy
they
here.
were like front window?
Try to find a sleeping black person here and shoot him. And then he,
You got black people and they're sleeping?
yeah,
No. Put your guns away, guys.
okay, put your guns away. So I go to the front door and he goes, "Hey, have you heard anything?" And I was like, no. Like, I think Jordan and I thought we heard a car backfire that night. So that because it happened not that long ago where we thought it, because sometimes people will make, I don't know, it's ridiculous with these fireworks. People, because Tim has done it, which I get it, but some people are like, oh, are those gunshots, and it's just like one firework.
Yeah.
But there's a reason that people are saying like, is that a gunshot? Because the sounds are pretty damn similar, dude. And so a car backfired few days prior. So we just thought maybe that same car did that. That's what we thought that noise was. And so the guy was like, okay, all right, and he gives us a look and he goes away. And I was thinking, oh, maybe someone called somewhere else. But cops were outside all night. So Jordan and I don't know what's going on. We shut windows and stuff and continued playing the game. Went to bed that night. We just thought nothing of it. Talked to my dad and talking to him about something, and he goes, "Oh, is that what was in the news? Was that your neighbor?" And then
The news.
yeah, and then I thought of it, and I went, I was like, "What are you talking about?" He goes, "The person that went and they fired a gunshot at an Uber Eats person, a gunshot." And so my dad tells me that, and I go, "Oh my god, I haven't seen the lady that lives next to me." I think I'm being too quiet because I don't want to be screaming, but like, yeah. And
They can't hear you. You're good. Is
I
that
didn't-
window open?
no, I shut the
Yeah,
window.
you're good.
So I didn't. I didn't. I think I'm quieter than you. I don't know.
Quieter than
Here-
a mouse.
So
Quieter than my dick in a butt.
because it's so
So
tiny,
tiny.
and a tight butt,
And the butt's big.
little needle. Sorry everybody, but so no, I'm not sorry really. Okay, we're weird, all right. Get over it. So
Yeah.
like, so dude, Jordan and I were like, because my dad told us about the story. How crazy is that? My dad lives in a totally different area, and he's telling me about the gunshot that got fired 12 feet from me.
Yeah.
And so, then we talk about it more. Oh damn! This whole time I thought I was getting. This whole time I thought I was getting.
Sorry, everybody.
I thought they were coming in for me, domestic violence, but it's really I'm yelling at a video game, and then it's a neighbor. Apparently she got Uber Eats. I don't know what the dispute was. I haven't brought it up to them. She's
so you don't know?
she's just back. So she got arrested for firing a gun at a guy, and now she's just here. But I haven't seen her drive her car, so I don't know if she's got one of those leg things where you can't leave your house. But
Dude,
like, I was
what
just like,
the
what's
fuck?
going on? And now it's not on her front door, but there used to be on the front door. There used to be a
I
big
will
sign,
shoot you.
basically a big sign that just said like, "I am armed," blah blah blah. So, dude,
They probably fucking
I
took
wonder-
her gun away.
I wonder if she put in the Uber Eats instructions like set it next to the door, or open the door and put it inside or something, and then she just like, I don't know, not thinking about it.
would
I don't know.
love to know.
I would too. Maybe
Did you look
I'll,
up the story?
Yeah, I looked it up. It just says that
Oh, it just doesn't. It doesn't say like what happened.
no. I mean, it's
We need to find this Uber
and
Eats
then
guy. I would love to talk to both of them.
but it was a spicier story when she wasn't there for a while, and I was just like, oh fuck,
She's in
oh
fucking
shit,
jail.
she's in jail. And then
No, one day you see her,
Doesn't
she
that
just has a
happen?
gun pointed at you.
the same family's got a bunch of
Bunch of
stories.
freaks. Bunch of
bunch
psycho
of wacky
dykos.
stories.
They call me wackadoo. Dude, when I was at work today.
Yeah.
I was sitting in the concourse at the airport. Just listen. I had my headphones in, but like I don't have my headphones so loud that I can't hear anything. But I can hear things going on, and like so behind me is like this bar. So I'm like a few rows.
Like a
I'm
Team
like
America bar.
Yeah.
With
I'm like
cantina.
I'm probably like 6, 7, 8 rows like from the bar,
Yeah.
and then I just hear behind me, I hear this guy just kind of loud say, like, get away from me! I don't want to have sex with you, or
Oh.
something like loud, and I was
The
like,
guy thinks he's making a joke. He thinks.
dude, I don't know. See, that's what I don't know. I don't know if it was a joke, but like, so it's behind me, and I didn't turn around right away. I don't know why. I should have just went. 'Cause out because when I finally did turn around, I couldn't see. I couldn't see like who anybody was. Like nobody was. But like the girl that was like kitty corner to me, so she was near like closer to like the actual like walkway, and she was looking that direction. I looked up at her. She was literally just like this. And she sat like that for like a minute. So I don't know if she was watching. So then after I was kept looking at her do that, I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And then I turned around.
She's not with them though. She
wasn't with them. I think
yeah.
she heard it.
She just thinks it's all 100% like real.
She heard it and was like, so, but I don't know like what happened. I mean, it sounded.
Dude, I'm not trying to fuck you in the middle of this airport.
Yeah, like you just heard that. Like nothing
That's
else.
something my
I didn't
older
hear
brother
anybody
would
else
say
say
to some
anything.
people.
I didn't hear anyone laugh. I didn't see any commotion. So I'm like, was that like a bit? Or was that real? But I was like, what the fuck?
That guy has been doing that for 12 years.
Maybe. Unless, I don't know. I mean, you never know. There's weirdos out there.
Dude, my
Watch your dicks, folks.
my brother has like done something like that. I feel like, I don't know. See, when I say those things, sometimes I'll be like, this person's done that before, and then they could be like, where's your example? And I'll be like, I mean, I don't know. I didn't write everything down.
Yeah, I didn't record
I
it.
just feel like that's something that this guy probably did.
Yeah, like I always think about that too. Like, what are the chances? But then, like, you actually read stories where like insane shit happens. So you're like, I mean,
you can't put it past.
It's not out of the realm of possibilities. But like, that's what I mean. I'm not saying.
You take it with a grain of Fernando.
That's why I didn't turn around right away because like I was like, I thought someone was being weird. But the look on that girl's face, she literally was like the look was like, I can't believe what
that was
I'm
her
seeing.
first time at the airport, and she thinks that's just a normal day.
I don't know.
At the airport, she thinks that's just normal.
Not a normal day. Well, it's really not, I guess.
I don't
know.
I got fitted for a tux for my brother's wedding.
Stupid.
And I've never been to this place, and it looks like it's got like no windows. It's like a tiny little building.
Where are the tuxedos? The guy's like, get naked.
You're like, guy's like, I'm gonna measure you. Pull your cock out.
Yeah. I need all of your clothes out for these measurements. Why is there lube? Don't worry about that. Where's your tape measure? Shut up.
No, so the guy in there. So I walk in there. There's only one guy. He gives me a look like I've been holding him up all day, and I just walked in. Like that's like the energy this guy has. It wasn't like it had the feeling of what you just did, but like he was just like, so he's got his mask on. I don't because I don't believe in that shit.
Fuck masks.
Yeah, anti-mask. Hey, I'm not a mask wearer. I don't know why anyone would have to say that, but I've heard people say that.
Like, I'm
not
a real American.
I'm not a mask wearer. I'm not one of the mask wearers, but I'll put one on because it's the law here for now. But I just needed to let you know that I'm voting for Trump.
Yeah, just so you know.
So, anyways,
buddies,
I go in there. We both got our masks on. We try kissing. Doesn't work out. I leave.
I saw a video. Just a quick side note.
You're good.
I saw a video.
This whole thing side notes.
It was like a guy taking like
notes.
a selfie video. So it was like him like filming, but like he's filming the people behind him. And it was just this guy and this girl, basically like hardcore making out, but they both had masks on, so they were just.
That was the video. Yeah.
And the guy's just. But like I don't know. I thought that was pretty funny. I'm like, I mean, okay.
I do that with my cats. Give them kisses with my mask on in case they got the roans.
Hey, you got Ronies?
So the dude, he kind of looks like if Stavros Halkias, comedian, it looks like if he never went into comedy and his family business was just like, we work at this, we put dress clothes on people, tuxes and shit, and so I open the door and the guy's on the counter and the face you kind of made, he was just like, and I'm like, I'm the only person in there. No one's in there. I think he was just like,
I tried to have a full day of no work.
These last 4 hours would be nothing.
Yeah.
I gotta fucking touch this guy's hips.
Sometimes I'm like that at work. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, so maybe it was just that. But then the whole exchange, I felt like there was a delay with everything that was like being communicated, and it just made me think that like, I'm like, you want me to leave?
Yeah.
We can do this another day.
I can get out of here.
I mean, I
can go back tomorrow. You having a bad day, buddy?
Do you have a chicken? Hey, like, yeah, is there a different guy working tomorrow?
Do you have AIDS?
I'll come in when there's a different guy working, if that helps.
Yeah. Is there anybody else gonna deal with?
I'm having random paranoia.
Uh-oh. Checked the video.
We're
Everything's
I
good.
don't know. Crazy anxiety guy.
Crazy good.
So, they have. So, like I said, like there's no windows when you're going in, and I go in there, and the walls are just covered with, like, either famous people or just average people who got suits from them. Like there was some wrestler named like Mr. Padu or something. He looked like some giant Hawaiian dude, and I'm like, I immediately thought because this guy looked, not like Irish white or anything, but he was like some sort of white. But like he's in there. The guy looks like Stav, and I'm like, he's writing stuff down, and I'm just looking at him and looking at these wrestling photos. And I'm like, is he related to one of them? Why did this wrestler
Is that your son?
get a suit from this random small town place? And I don't know. Did I write anything there? No. Oh, they had a freaking.
Did he rape you?
So my brother didn't give me any details. Everything felt like if you're like easily claustrophobic, you'd hate this place. Like there's no windows. So it's also I'm like, wouldn't COVID just be sitting in here? But like, there's no windows. All the walls are just plastered with these photos, and it's just me and this one guy. And then what? Like I'd ask him a question, and maybe it's the mask thing. I'd ask him a question, and I just like felt like he was mad.
Maybe he's like,
He could be like, "What's going on?" His eyes didn't speak to me.
maybe he had a stroke.
Big D's in the house, and
Big D's
I don't know.
in the
Yeah,
big
they
D's
had
house.
a 4% charge if you use a debit card or a credit card, and I'm like these tuxedos are like $200,
What?
and I'm like, they better not be charging me. So I text my brother. The guy's like measuring me and running away and telling the guy how small I am, and then he's coming
Small
back,
guy.
and then and so like in between that, I text my brother. I'm like, hey, I'm not paying right now, am I? But then they just needed $20 down, so I don't have to pay that 4%. But when I go to pay, I'm bringing cash. There's no way I'm freaking paying like 20 whatever the hell extra dollars. But they had trash. $8, really? I don't know. $8 or $9.
Yeah, whatever. Fuck it.
Fuck
it.
Oh, dude, this drive-through thing I thought was funny. So, I heard about this. Have you ever been through a drive-through like Tim Hortons, fast food, wherever? Do you know what drive-throughs are?
Have you ever driven a car?
Let's do a whole.
Let's
episode.
start at the beginning.
Do a whole episode on the.
What's your name?
Where were you born?
Did you go to school?
Have you ever had somebody in front of you, like you pull up and they go, "Oh, the guy in front of you paid for you." Has that ever happened to you?
One time it did, yeah.
So I've had that happen a few times. And what did you do? Did you just go, "Okay, cool"?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I don't think there was anyone behind me. I don't think.
Oh,
There was something weird.
Good save.
Or it was like something like the person behind me got something like way more or something. Or it was somewhere I was like, well,
yeah.
I didn't pay. Like I didn't pay.
What's the guy behind me? And then they're like, 38. I'm like, all right, well, okay, see you later.
Yeah. All right. Well,
that's not happening. But so I didn't know that sometimes people do that as like a common courtesy thing. It's like sometimes people do it on like the day they go to like Sundays or whatever. They'll do it after church or before church or whatever. They just do that as like they kind of hope it becomes a little trend.
yeah.
And it has to end at some point,
And
but it's
I'll
just like a
end it.
nice gesture.
Thank you.
Like you just keep paying for the person behind you. But then also, if you think about the grand scheme of things, say if you laid out the numbers and then who paid, it's like one guy. We did all this where we paid the person behind us. This person ended up paying 5 less. This one ended up person 12 more.
Yeah.
And 5 more. And you look at it and it's just like the guy who ended it, who was me, who was just like, okay, cool, see you.
Yeah.
And I leave with my coffee, a $2 coffee for free. Like, that's the guy that benefited.
Yeah, pretty much.
And then all these
But
people
you're
who think they're
doing
being
a-
very nice.
Yeah, that's true. But you are
Being
nice.
it is like a weird. It is like
That
a little
is
pick-me-up.
funny though. If everyone keeps doing it, then really like you didn't really do anything.
Just this pothead at the end who doesn't get it is just like, ha, Sweet.
Sweet.
Cool, dude. So I didn't know that was a thing.
You
'Cause a few
pissed off?
It happened to me a few times. And
I'd
I
have to
didn't
be
know.
like, how much
So
is
now
the
I'm-
person's? What'd they get behind me? They
That's what I'm gonna
got
do.
2 combos. They got a dozen donuts. Never mind.
If it ever
Have a
happens,
good day.
if it happens to me again, and it's the person behind me, it's like less than $10, I'll be like, all right, I'll pay for them. But
Yeah, it's only happened to me like I think one time.
and then I heard a story about a guy and I think they left church. A guy and his dad, son and father, they're driving.
Father and son.
The son was driving in front of the dad, so he went and he was like, "I got mine, and I'm paying for the guy behind me." And they're like, "All right, oh yeah." The lady just like I think it was like a young girl. She just didn't get it. She was like, "Well, how do I?" Because it's like 2 different charges, and I think
Uh-oh.
she was just like,
Poor girl.
And you know how like the new people there, because there's all those buttons too.
And there's like Mandarin.
If you haven't worked in the places, sometimes it's like so many of those mean nothing, and then they try one and it just screws everything up.
Yeah.
But she couldn't comprehend that, like, just take his card, pay for his, and then keep that same card, pay for the one.
Yeah, then it's like,
just
pull-
do that.
What do you do when that guy pulls up? Just do that before he pulls up.
Yeah, and just tell. Well, before the next guy pulls up, just go. The guy in front of you paid for you. Like, it's a very simple thing, but she couldn't comprehend it, so she said okay to that guy. She finally figured it out. She had like somebody help her, and they paid for the son, and the son paid for the father behind him, and then the father comes up, and the father goes, "Hey," and they go, "Hey, the person in front of you paid for you," and he's like, "Okay, I'd like to pay for the person behind me." The person behind him, and she just goes, I'm sorry, we don't do that anymore."
Wait, what? Who? Where is this story from?
I heard it from Nate Bargatze.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah, so he was talking about. Oh, actually, I think he might have been reading like a thing he read like on.
Oh, okay, that's so funny.
But,
we don't, she just couldn't
I just
handle
thought
it.
that
She's
was
like,
a funny thing.
she's like, I can't keep doing this.
Yeah, I thought it was funny because like that. I don't know. That's funny. I was the person who didn't know about it
Yeah.
before, and I'm like, now I know. But that was an interesting thing.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, we don't do that here anymore. Like,
That's funny.
she just didn't want to. I can't do this. I can't keep it for you. And then now I got my head's all twisted. I don't know who hasn't paid, who has paid.
But people are. She just couldn't handle it. Dude, this lady the other day. This is kind of like. I don't know. This is nowhere near the same thing, but kind of this lady. I don't know if she knows how phones work, but I'm sitting there like. And this lady at the airport is on the phone, and I just hear. Like loud, like, hello. Hello, and I'm like, I'm like, is she gonna? And I look up, I'm like, oh, she must be trying to get like my attention. And I look up, and
Oh
she's
my
just
God.
like this. She's just on the phone. Hello, and
Yikes.
then so like 3 or 4 loud hellos, and I
Yeah.
go, oh, that's insane. And then she takes the phone down and she's like, but she looks at the phone like, what the fuck, like, what the hell? And I'm like, this is how a phone works. Hello, hello. If they don't say hello back
Yeah,
after
it's
like 2 or
done.
3 times, just, well, that's done. They'll call you back.
They lost.
Yeah, sorry. And then, I swear to God, about 10 minutes later, I hear another super loud, like she said hello or she said something. And I look back up and like another thing, she just like had her phone out. And I'm like, this old bitch doesn't know anything about phones.
What if she was trying to call somebody?
Yeah, she probably
It
was.
just wasn't
And
working.
she just hits a button and like screams hello and then nothing. And then like she's
Hello?
like, what the fuck?
Shit, fuck. Somebody. You're getting another phone call, man. Popular guy. Is it your mommy?
It's the wife. Hold on, I gotta.
Well, I just burped for her when she listens to this. Eat that, Jen.
Sorry, buddy.
If you were here, you could smell it. Yeah. Now, what else we got here? I don't know if you knew this.
Boy. Woo.
Certain things I want to text you. Sometimes I go, you know what?
I don't know how to spell.
I don't know how to complete this sentence via words,
Via spelling words.
via spelling. I'm a better talker, which I'm not even good at that.
Yeah.
Oh, you block his ace. LeBron just blocked Jamal Murray.
Blocked them.
So-
Motherfucking fucking.
Oh, dude, did you hear about Tyrod Taylor? Like why he didn't play?
No.
Like last minute. So last minute before the Chargers game Sunday, when we recorded the last one, last minute they just said he had like chest pains, and so he couldn't play. So Justin Herbert played for the San Diego Chargers against the Chiefs, and Herbert played very freaking
Very
good.
well.
And maybe it's because no one's got tape on him. People always
I
say
think that goes into that a lot of times, but still though, to be a rookie quarterback and
yeah,
play that good.
and he's never done NFL plays,
Yeah.
and there's no preseason.
Right.
He never really tried anything, and he's playing against the Chiefs. They would just won the Super Bowl. So, Chargers defense is like for real too. If they would have signed Cam Newton, people would be talking about them with the Super Bowl. How confident Cam Newton looks right now. But I just wanted to talk about so the story, Tyrod Taylor. I guess players all the time will have like some a cracked rib or like they got lingering issues like injuries, and they'll get pretty much just before the game because the painkiller injections that they get only last 4.5 hours, so they need to get them right before the game. And if you take it that morning, it's gonna wear out during the game, blah blah, blah all that stuff. So the Chargers team doctor was giving him one of those injections because he had cracked ribs, and they like punctured his lung or like touched the lung, or they did something where they kind of messed with his lung. So he had weird pains, and he's kind of tripping out. The team's kind of tripping, and so he's also not going to start the next game either. And like he didn't die, so he seems like he's going to be okay. But that's like, I guess the chances of it happening, it's like less than 1% because people get the same shot all the time.
Yeah.
And so then like Pat McAfee was talking about how like it's crazy, like all these nurses, like when you go to a place, the nurse does a lot of the dirty work. They do that a lot of that stuff, taking blood and stuff. So honestly, if you grab some of these doctors who haven't drawn blood for 12 years, so the last time they drew blood, so like they're like they might mess up. So this team doctor, who knows if he hasn't done that much? I mean, I feel like he's done it because a lot of guys.
Yeah, you're a team doctor.
You're a team doctor. A lot of people need painkillers. I know a lot of people, even in high school, were just popping pain pills right before, just to not feel anything.
Oh boy.
But I thought that was wacky.
That is crazy. I didn't even hear that. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's crazy. And then
he just gave a young guy a chance and might have just lost his starting job.
Yeah, dude. And that's a fucking.
But I mean, he's a good backup to have.
He some people were like, what do you think? Think that team doctor had a lot riding on the game?
You think he had any money?
That's why he tried to stab a guy's lung.
Yeah, he tried to kill a guy.
Jesus.
What the fuck?
How crazy is that though?
What the fuck? Yeah.
You could be like, if you go to inject something like, I don't know, on a leg or something. I don't know anything about
I don't know anything
health.
either. I'm not a doctor or a nurse or anything medical. Bug!
Somebody call a doctor.
Somebody go to the doctor.
You want to talk about Pen 15 for a minute?
Oh yeah.
Did you watch 2 episodes of the first season?
So I watched.
So spoiler alert,
basically,
I guess, for some of the stuff.
I mean, I'm not gonna
say too much about it.
Yeah, basically everyone talks about it all the time, and like when the second
Show on
season's going
Hulu.
out, they're like, oh my god, finally! I've been waiting so long. So I'm like, okay, this show has to be like really good. And I watched the first
it's
2
just hyped
episodes,
for you.
and it's just weird. Like, it's like these two girls that are, I mean, obviously like they're playing
30.
like 7th graders, but then there's like also like kids cast in the show, and they're like, I mean, like I get it's real. Like I'm not trying to like, I understand like I don't relate to it because I'm a guy, so like a lot of the stuff I didn't deal with or go through. Like I'm not lost on that part. I'm just like watching and I'm like, this is a little strange.
Yeah.
I'm like, they're like, maybe we'll get our first fingering will be together, and I'm like, what
this
the
is weird
fuck?
because they're playing like kids. So like it'd be super weird if like kids said this on TV.
Yeah.
But then but then it's adults, but it's still weird because they're talking about
Yeah, they're like
kids
kids, but like
fingering
they're.
them.
I mean, I get it's real.
They're
Like I'm not.
adults
I
acting
get like
as
that
kids.
happen, but that like someone defending the
Yeah.
show. That's what happened. We fucking talked about it. That's how we talked when
Yeah.
we were kids. I'm like, I understand. I know. I said probably insane, dumb shit too.
Yes.
But I'm saying me as a 30-year-old guy, like adult, I'm just watching this show and it's like it's just weird now. Like I would be like, I don't know. So I was like, I don't know if I'll ever watch this again. She did do a good
Yeah, which Ace
Ventura. It was one that I don't remember.
Was it the box? Did she kick a box around?
No, she was doing
the beginning.
She was doing where she does like fast forwarding and rewinding.
Oh
like she
yeah.
slow motion. And then
yeah. That's the part where he's wearing the little poof dress, the tutu.
Yeah.
And he's like blue 42.
Yeah.
Blue
and
42.
Then she slams into the teeth. That part was fucking funny. The only part that I thought was funny. Then it was weird because like they go. I think it was the second. They go like they finally go to someone's house and they're like the fucking Duzzy brothers are coming over and there's like 5 guys. So there's happens to be so those 2 girls go to this other girl's house. So then that makes 5 girls.
Duzzy
and then 5 guys come over and they're all like brothers or something. But like one's like 10, and like they all like pair off and like I pick her.
The tallest chick was with a 10-year-old, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it was one of the two.
Sounds right.
One of those 2 were there, and then like they just sat there and they're like, "Did you do anything?" And like, "He's 10," and I was like, but like I'm like watching like what the fuck? And then one of them like crushed a beer, like just slammed it and then crushed it, and the mom came home and was like freaking out, and then I was like falling asleep.
Where's cancel culture when it comes to Pen 15?
Yeah, what the fuck?
No,
kids drinking, dude.
Dude, when we first watched that, I said, "Oh my, hey, it had like because we have the Hulu with commercials, which the cop should be called on the volume for the Hulu commercials. I don't know how anyone is okay with that. It's insane, dude. I have to mute it. It goes up 10. Like they take my remote, Hulu takes it and goes dun 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 during a commercial. But when a commercial came on, I said to my lady, I was like,
"Hey, bitch, shut your mouth.
You want to roll over? We only got 1:30.
Expose yourself."
So I was like, what if, like, I go, just picture Cory and I right now, our age. Picture us pitching this show where we like talk about, oh, you want to score with Susie, and it's like just a 12-year-old
yeah, just
girl.
like a girl, and I'm like, oh yeah,
and we're
dude, I want to like stick my dick in her.
Yeah, and we're
like,
talking like,
and I'm like me with a full beard.
yeah, and then like that's what that show is.
Yeah,
and I'm like, it looks so much worse. Like it
would look way worse.
Dude, way worse. Like
that's actually kind of funny to me to think about.
Yeah, to put your arm around a little chick. And
this is my girlfriend.
We're going to the movies for the first time, and then like a normal adult walks by and just goes, "What the hell is going on?"
Oh, is this your daughter? No,
it's
I'm a 7th grader. What?
Yeah. You ever see a 7th grader with these shoulders?
You ever see a 7th grader with this much bush? You ever see a 7th grader with this much ass hair? That's me.
Sifting through the dingles.
Beat a cat.
No, so that's a thing that just started the 2nd season of Pen 15, and that's even one part. We're 4 or whatever episodes in, and I still think the funniest parts is when Maya, the Asian chick,
Maya.
when she reenacts Jim Carrey bits from like Ace Ventura, Liar Liar,
Dude,
or
great.
just some other movies. Like that's the funniest parts in the show is when she's
coming out
doing
of the hippo's ass.
Yeah, doing a nostalgia thing, which I guess
see.
Pen 15 is still a new idea, so it's still better
me,
than making a Ghostbusters with girls or whatever. It's still better than taking an idea that already happened and being like, we're gonna bring it back because of nostalgia and just change something. Like it's Pen 15, so it's a different idea, so it's better.
Yeah,
but it's heavily on like people our age's nostalgia. The whole thing, it's like remember gel pens?
Yeah.
Remember whatever the heck, the little erasers and
Dude.
MTV and whatever.
Like the first episode that I saw was she like when she did the Ace Ventura thing, like the whole class was like laughing, and I was like, oh, that's cool. Like,
Yeah.
So now I was like, well, now everyone thinks she's funny, so she's like cool now. That's like what I thought. But then
Yep.
like, you're a fucking like Eugis or whatever, like the ugly girl in school or
Yeah.
ugliest girl in school, and I was like, what?
Yeah, she was just the funniest person you've ever
And
seen.
now you're the ugliest girl in school. Like, and there's like a fucking, and then she goes and tells her brother, and her brother's like, I'm not gonna beat up anybody for you, but I'm gonna teach you some words. And then he like, this says like, call him like a fucker, or whatever, I don't know what he says.
That guy's attitude in the show too changes. Also, I'm like
The
sometimes
brother?
I'm like, yeah, sometimes it's like he's gonna really help her push through this thing, and then the next time he's just like, I want nothing to do with this.
I don't want anything to do with you, get out of my face. I don't know, anyway. I probably won't ever watch it, but just wanted to share my opinion.
I keep watching, but I feel like I don't know. I'll play a video game with it on because I'm not fully invested because it just
Yeah.
there's like way more as you go through the show is way more just nostalgia for like girls.
Yeah, no, I
It's a
mean
little
that's what
more-
I'm saying.
I didn't even realize that.
Yeah,
until
I
second
came
season.
when I came home one day. Jen was watching the second season, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I watched the first 2 episodes of the show. It's weird." And she goes, she's like, "Yeah, I didn't think you would even like it." And I was like, "Yeah." And she goes, "I mean, you're not a girl, so like, I don't think you would relate to a lot of it." And I was like, "Yeah, I mean, I guess I don't know. I mean, it's not like Lost. I mean, like I get like a lot of the stuff, but like, yeah, you're right. I mean, there is a lot of stuff. I'm like, I mean, I guess I didn't know that happened. I don't know. I mean,
Yeah,
a lot of like I feel like the cliche like shit in school, like oh getting bullied and everything, that never like happened to me. I was just like I just like went through my days and was like, I'm
nope.
gonna go play video games.
I had my face shoved in snow once.
Did you?
Yeah,
That's sad.
that was in elementary school though.
Oh well, that doesn't count.
That was like fifth.
Let's go track him down and kill him.
There was a kid younger than me too.
Maybe that was the Uber Eats guy.
I was like, I will never be able to beat anybody up. I got a younger guy hurt me.
Yeah, I'm scared.
Oh, tight game.
My name is Anthony
My
Davis.
name is.
Were you gonna talk about trash,
Yeah,
recycling?
yeah. NPR had a recycling article.
Everyone recycle.
You can look it up.
It's the right thing.
Literally, you can just put NPR, 2020 recycling, and they're pretty much just saying what. I mean, this is no like conspiracy theory or anything. It's just a lot of recycling. You recycle to a place that like says they're accepting recycling things, and then they take it to a place that pretty much does the same exact thing as when you take trash to
To
a
the
place. They just do it like a dump, and
So they don't
just have
even recycle it.
There's just piles and piles of plastic that's supposed to be getting recycled, and it's not because I don't know like the whole process for that. There's a lot in the article. Obviously, I didn't read all of it. But
It's probably like more. It's probably just cheaper to put it over here.
it's just, I mean, yeah. Like, so, like, I don't know. One thing some people do. Some people will go to like a local beach, and they pick up things like that helps, and not going into like the ocean.
Yeah.
That helps that, but I don't know. I keep thinking this. I'm like, when people throw their trash away, like they'll be like, oh, all these straws or all these certain things are ended up in the ocean. I'm like, why are we? Who is in charge of our trash, and why are they taking it to places so close to the ocean? Like, how are?
Well, they
how
dump
so
it
much
in
of-
the there's like a certain area where they
Yeah.
dump it.
Yeah,
It's
so
not like it's
what-
just like in the
that-
middle of
so
like
there's
the
a-
ocean.
there are bigger
It's
things
like
that
a
need
trash
to be.
island.
Yeah, there's like bigger things that need to be changed. Then that's what we're doing. We're throwing it to a trash island, and then seagulls and
fucked.
whales are all eating the stuff and dying.
Yeah, I don't know.
But I had a thought. So like, if they're already taking it to the water, they're already taking it to this island or whatever, and people keep speculating that like, oh, at some point California and Florida are gonna get, half of it's gonna be taken over by water because icebergs are, I almost said shrinking. They're melting, and then the water's coming up, and it's gonna overtake half of Florida, half of California. So that stuff, so they're just gonna break off. They say stuff like that, and it's just like, let's take all this plastic that we're not recycling and trash, and let's just, because they bury a lot of dumps. They make piles, and they pretty
Yeah,
much
they
bury
bury
it. They
it,
bury
yeah.
it and just make the earth bigger. I think about it, the earth's just like tick, 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 tick.
So
Like, Earth's just getting
basically,
bigger.
you want to make
But would it be getting bigger? Because where that stuff's coming from is the Earth.
I don't know.
I don't know how things work.
Yeah, it would be you're taking it.
We're two idiots. But yeah, it's already
Yeah.
from the Earth.
Yeah.
Stuff doesn't just come out of nowhere. Like magic.
You're taking dirt away from the Earth and then.
We don't get our plastic from Mars and then leave it on the Earth.
Yeah. I don't know. Are you talking about? Is your idea to take trash and make California bigger?
Yeah, save California and Florida.
Yeah.
You know, but I guess if you take it to California right now, it'll
Maybe
just set
we should
ablaze.
figure out a way to use
Get on
plastic to put out fires. Because since California's on fire, we can throw a lot of plastic in it.
And then
it'll make a toxic gas that kills everybody.
Nice.
That doesn't solve any
sounds
problem.
like
it just
you
creates a new problem.
It sounds like you just gave some intel to the Chinese, and then
Hey, China. I'm fucking stupid. Hey guys, what impression is this? It's gonna be great. I'm fucking retarded, and China, and I fucking grabbed them by the pussy,
and I'm
and I'm
orange.
fucking stupid.
I'm the best orange out there.
I am. Vote for me. Dude, I saw a video today where, I think it was for Ruth, fucking
Christopher Ruth's Chris.
Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
Oh.
Where it was like her funeral thing where they had all like the justices, they were all like on the steps and stuff. I think that was where the video's from, because Trump's out there and everyone was just chanting "Vote Trump out," and he's just standing there like a fucking dumb shit. His mask on. He's not a dumb shit because he has a mask on, but you just see his mask covering his face and his stupid eyes, and he's just vote Trump out. What a fucking dipshit. What an idiot, dude.
You're never gonna vote me out. Even if you do, I'm not leaving.
I'm gonna make it illegal for me to be voted out of office. I'm gonna be the president forever until I die.
Get me out.
I'm gonna sign an executive order. I will be president forever.
What if he? Oh yeah. I don't think he's gonna lose, dude.
Dude,
I just think people are like, I mean, you gotta have.
I
don't know.
If I had
I
power,
think there's too many people all in.
if I had power to control his mind, to control minds,
yeah.
I know you could do so many great things, but what I would do is I would just make.
I'd have him not.
I would make him have sex with a man, and then they would film it, and then I'd just show all of his supporters, and then they would be like,
"What?"
They would probably go,
That is funny, dude.
"Ah, that's actually something we could do.
I've been wanting to
I'm
fuck
fucking
guys,
gay too."
but I thought it wasn't right because of God. But if Trump can do
But
it,
if Trump's doing
Jesus must have gave him the go ahead.
Jesus must have said,
Jesus gave Trump the go
"Hey
ahead.
Trump, I speak directly to you. Now it's okay to fuck a man."
Jesus is speaking through Trump. We can fuck guys now.
Everybody, that wasn't me.
Everybody, look. Sometimes guys fuck guys.
Sometimes you just do things and you don't know what you're doing.
Look
It'll be terrific. It'll be one of the most terrific things ever.
Terrific.
As we say, he says like those words, like just buzzwords. Like
Yeah.
it's gonna be great, like great, terrific, huge, wonderful. Like, and people just hear that and go, "Dude, he said it's gonna be fucking terrific. This is great."
Holy crap!
But then he repeats it too, because he's like, I think he's trying to think like his wheels are just. What is another word I can think of? I don't know. I'm gonna just repeat the same word. Trust me, it'll be great. It'll be a great thing.
How about like years and years ago when people first 2016, 17 when people started like taking knees, whatever, they're like, look, I just wanted to have a discussion like America can be better, and conservatives and people are like, fuck Kaepernick.
Are you
players.
fucking serious?
But,
I did see that. That's really funny.
But then Trump will be like, look, you got to keep me. I'm gonna make America great again.
Yeah.
Like which means that
basically
you thought America wasn't great.
So basically, he's saying America's not great, and then someone else said, but if the black athlete says America's not great, fuck him. But if your white shithead president says it's not great, oh, it's not great. He's making it better.
If you're a white guy who's been bankrupt. If you can look it up.
If you're
it's like 4 or 5 times and that's like his thing.
Yeah.
That he would just purposely file for bankruptcy to
I
save his own ass.
Bankruptcy! Michael, you can't just say bankruptcy and everything is fine. I didn't say it, Oscar. I declared it.
That's got to be the first time he did it like that.
Oh, you're talking about
Steve
Trump?
Carell, yeah.
Yeah, he probably did. He probably yelled bankruptcy, and then his advisors were like, "That's not how it works." Trust me, I know what I'm doing.
Jared Kushner was 9, and
I've declared.
He's like, that doesn't. I read a book, and that's not it.
I hope you fuck me.
Can he fuck one of your daughters? Didn't he doing that? Is he banging one of his kids? I don't know.
Probably.
Who wants to bang their daughter more than Trump?
Yeah. Raise your hand. Gotcha. Go to jail.
Oh shit.
We tricked you.
I'll bang. Yeah.
You're going to jail. That's how you get a pedophile. We're all friends here.
Hey.
Just raise your hand. Do you want to bang your daughter? Get him. Cuff him.
Book 'em, Dano. Bag 'em, Dano.
Book 'em, bitch. Book 'em, butterbutt. How much time we got?
We just got to an hour.
Whoa! Time really flies when you're stupid.
Time flies when you're
Time really flies when you're on the ball. This song is gonna take us out of the show, and then you're gonna touch your butt, or your pussy, or your dick, or your tits. And then you're gonna jack off or rub your vagina, and then you're gonna come and say tonight was great. That's it.
All right.
Song's over.
Love you, everybody.
We will see you another time, or see you at another day, or see you over there, or see you up here.
Rate and review
Hold on, wait.
us.
We never, damn it. We never did another thing where we can put like a picture up.
Oh, damn it. Hey, you can throw one up. You can throw one or two up if you want.
Yeah, but it
Based off
doesn't,
what
it
we're
doesn't
talking
make
about.
sense.
Still open 10:15. Oh, you want it to always be like, it's there. It's gone. It's there.
Hold on, we're gonna put up.
It's gone.
Hold on, we got things something to put up.
Well, everyone's checking out.
Dude, you guys want to see a picture of LeBron?
Man,
And it's gone.
that guy.
All right, everybody.
Put him back up. He's sexy.
All right, there's a different picture this time. All right, cool.
Rate and review. Love you.
Rate and review. See you guys.
Grandma.